what Peyton Jackson said, I have to echo it. Yes, illegal immigrants, they do have rights. They have exactly one right, and that is the right to remain silent once they leave across that line. Thank you.
That was nice. I'll keep it short. The only way around fake news is due diligence. Nobody can play on your ignorance if you're not ignorant, because the media plays a lot of games, and I won't say too much, but they will play on your ignorance. And if you don't go and do your full due diligence, and I mean independent thinking, you'll be a victim.
Case and these Martin Luther Kings, and they're creating this pyramid. You got the best and the brightest at the top, and then as you get to the bottom, it starts to fan out, right?
Last but not least, this is America. The Bible says follow the laws of the what? Land. Everett didn't say that. Trump didn't say that. Alan West didn't say that. Sheldon Daniels didn't say that. The Bible says you follow the laws of the land. And the laws of this land is you don't enter this country unless it's by the proper means. Because if you do, as soon as you step foot on American soil, you are thereby a criminal. You are a criminal. So, look at our judicial system. We don't make excuses for our American criminals. Why are we making excuses for foreign criminals?
Why doesn't the Republican Party come to the hood more, basically? Okay, all right. Would you open the door? No. Right. Would you open the door? Right. Because outside looking in, we're taught that the Republican Party is ran by Klansmen. Raise your hand if you ever went, if you're black. Raise your hand if you've ever went to a Republican meeting. Oh, okay, this is the wrong class. I said if you're black. But if you can raise your hand and you're black and you've been to a Republican meeting, thank you. But the true honesty is you're not a part of the majority. Now, last time I ran for Congress, I needed signatures. So I needed permission from the community or, give up $3,000. I wanted the permission from the community. 90% of the time that I encountered one of my black neighbors and I said anything about politics, before I said anything about the Republican Party, the door was slammed in my face. But would you open the door for a Republican with a Klan suit on? But the hard reality is they're not Klansmen. And we would know that if we met them halfway and attended their meetings. They're on the website, just like Tarrant County GOP, Dallas County GOP. They have their events up. Can we meet them halfway and show them that we're not scared of them, that we don't think that the Republican Party is for the rich white man? Because I tell you, it's not. Dr. King didn't think so. Malcolm X didn't think so. Mrs. King didn't think so, especially with that letter from 1991 to Congress. Because I did say the only right that you should have after breaking into this country is the right to remain silent. And it was a very popular belief, not just from Republicans, but from Dr. King. He spoke against the original Homestead Act. Mrs. King, she wrote that letter in 1991. Barbara Jordan, she was a Democrat, but she was a good Democrat. At least she made sense when it came to the border. Then we got Dr. Claude Anderson. So I go back to saying no one can play on your ignorance if you don't allow them to.
And that is not true. The Republican Party here in Texas, the Texas Republican Party was started and created by black men and women. Black men and women. The first Texas Republican convention consisted of 160 black men and women and only 20 white men. This is our party. But if you let them tell you, you gotta be rich and you gotta be Caucasian. That's the media.
We need y'all to stand with us. I second that. It can't just be us It can't just be us at city council, at public comment. Can't just be us at county commissioner. It just can't be us running for office. Now, I understand if you don't want to run for office. It is a bit taunting. But you can do everything else. Not just donate, but volunteer. I don't know who's doing signatures here. I know I'm not. I'd rather just give them the $3,000. But if you can sign one of our sheets, give us that signature. And I had a lot of problem from the Black community getting just signatures from y'all. So if we can change that and stop pretending like we're trying to take your house, I greatly appreciate that. But we need volunteers. We need money. We need y'all to stand with us because we're willing to fight for y'all, but it cannot be just us. It cannot be just us because we are going against a system. That circle of passes that you were talking about, I got my own circle of passes in Fort Worth, and it's a lot worse. It's a lot worse. But whether it's Republican or Democrat or independent, the two major parties, they walk people in. Now, I don't know half the people here, but I know that I don't usually go for open seats. I'm going against a system. Whether it's Republican or Democrat, people are walked into these seats for a special purpose, and it's not you. So help me change that. Help us change that. Thank you.
The great Les Brown also said he believed in a one man to a coffin period. When I die, I can only go alone. So with that being said, I'm going to live for myself.
Well, how do you follow that? So I absolutely hate property taxes and income tax. So you can follow my progress at notaxingwithjackson.com.
And we relaxing with Jackson. No taxing.
Site at dallasgop.org. Feel free to come to any of our events, like Ms. Payton said. It doesn't matter what party, Democrat, Independent, Green Party, no party, Libertarian. Everybody's welcome. So this is a welcome house. So thank everybody again for coming out, and have a good night.